Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Camo Gaming, and tonight is actually the eve of the official launch of Star Wars of the Old Republic. There has been a server shutdown or server maintenance for the time being up until the launch, and the launch will be in about 2.5 hours from when this video is created. So at about 9 p.m. Pacific time, the server will be back up and everyone will be able to play. What I want to do is help a lot of the newcomers, so I actually type these helpful tips for you as you are leveling, or even if you're playing right now. Currently, I'm level 33. I really enjoy this game. It's been one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in a game, including many other MMOs and even RPGs. So if you're about to play this, or you're thinking about playing this, go ahead and send this to your friends. Encourage them to play. It is a great game, especially for only 60 bucks. You definitely get more than your money's worth for that initial month. Nevertheless, here are some of my top 7 tips in order to help you game and make sure you guys are doing it correctly. I've made many mistakes so far of the game, and that's why I wanted to share this with you, so hopefully you don't make these mistakes either. Number 1, save credits. This is absolutely crucial. At level 25, you do get a mount if you have enough money to buy it. It costs 48,000 credits. This means that you can't go spend recklessly early on. You definitely want to upgrade all of your skills so you get the most amount of DPS. But you want to make sure that you do save quite a bit of money. So don't necessarily keep sending your companion to go out and do training for you. Don't go buy random armor and things like that. Armor will keep getting upgraded as you get more loot, but make sure that you save a lot of money, especially when you're about to hit 25. You can purchase a mount from any of the fleet ships. There's a specific vendor for them, and it only costs 8,000 for different types of mounts. But the rider license is 40,000 credits, and you can upgrade that from your class trainer. The next is extremely important. Always do class quests as a priority. Group for heroics if you can, but don't wait for it. Grouping for heroics is fine. Doing heroics is great because there's a ton of EXP. However, many of those require multiple people, which means you may need to find several people in that area and meet up somewhere. Transportation kind of is very difficult because many maps are huge, especially later on. So only do that if you're playing with friends, or if you guys are all around the same area, then group for heroics. But you don't technically need to do any of the heroics in order to go from level 1 to 50. But you should always do your class quests. Absolutely need to do class quests. They are a massive long chain, and this also obviously allows you to get more companions, get spaceships, and do a lot of things. So make sure you're always doing class quests as your priority. So you should always balance it between your class quests and other quests. The next is actually the best early on is to join a large guild. There is no dungeon finder currently in the game, so flashpoints is kind of difficult to find group members to join flashpoints. People just have to happen to be in that area in order for you to group up with them, which who knows, it might be very difficult. So definitely join a large guild for that. You have a lot of players that will be playing all the time. Once you hit 50, you can break off if you want to do raids with your own friends and things like that. But join a large guild in the beginning, it will help you a lot easier. Flying from one planet to another is extremely troublesome and difficult in this game. You do need to have access to your ship, and you do have to do a lot of things in order to get from one planet to another, or to even to a dungeon. And so only do these flashpoints when the flashpoint quest turns green, because some of them are actually relatively difficult, and it's better just to kind of zerg through it. And you always want to make sure you do it because it's a lot of EXP as well. Obviously, abandon old quests and great quests, as they are not worth it. Next is don't level crew skills with the companions until the very end. Credits are, like I said before, credits are vital for speeder and training skills. It's very expensive if you keep having your crew do the leveling for you. Obviously, you can send them to their own missions and have them level for you. It's very costly, especially later on. So make sure you're aware of that and manage your cash well. This is extremely important. use commendations right before you leave the planet, as they are useless afterwards. What I totally didn't recognize was that if you don't use it, they're pretty much useless because they're only good for gear that is at that level range. So when you're about to leave the planet, use up your commendation points to upgrade your armor, upgrade your companion's armor, and then that's it. Don't forget to use it, because I think later on you can't even exchange it for the next tier ones. So if you're not going to use commendations, don't get commendations at all. Every time you complete a quest, you will have the option of many different items. Commendation is always one of them. Just avoid that and go for armor upgrades if you don't want to turn your commendations later. That's a huge mistake that I've learned. 6, do space combat if it's yellow or green. Usually if it's the orange color, it's super hard. Either your spaceship sucks or the escort is super difficult. They do give a ton of EXP for a short amount of time, so they're one of the best bangs for your buck in this game. So only do them the first time though, because later on, if you can repeat them, but don't be repeating them for EXP, because it sucks that way. And finally, maintain proper bag space. It's all about management. You should have your companion always sell gray loot when you are free and not needing them. For example, you're traveling or you're flying. Make sure you're clearing your bag space at all time. And I recommend the 5k bag space as soon as possible. That's not a lot. It's not a lot of money. The next upgrade is 20k, so then it gets a little bit more hefty. But the 5k should be enough so that you get a whole row of extra space to put your items. So make sure you are clearing your bag space, as soon as possible, as often as possible. Make sure you are repairing yourself so you don't go around with broken gear and just get owned later. Extremely crucial for that as well. So hopefully these tips help you guys. Let me know what other tips you guys recommend. I'm going to make another video of a future one later on. Probably same kind of setup, the top useful tips that I have learned. Right now I'm level 33. I'm going to be hitting up level 50 very soon, probably in a week. So please like this video, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and peace out.